My name's Ken Palmer. I've been blessed to have been invited by Tony years ago to work with Greenworks Commercial, and it has been an amazing journey. We've got some tools here that you want to know about. Starting over here, we have the top handle saw, and 48 volt, as you probably know from the presentation earlier. And we've got 3 different saws here, and I want to encourage you to run these saws if you'd like. We've got chaps over here, we've got gloves, glasses, and all. So we've got the top handle saw, Greenworks Commercial's 48 volt, and this is a core and central tool for arborists, especially climbing arborists or those that work in a bucket truck. Why? Because the top handle saw places both hands over center of mass, as opposed to a rear handle saw, which the weight of the saw is all on one side of the body. Now we have good control because we keep it close to our body and our hands are further apart. We have more leverage and control over the saw. But you're working in a bucket truck, the saw is already out here. It's not against your body. So there's advantage in placing both hands over center of mass. This is never do we encourage one-handed application. The temptation is always there for people that work in the trees. Why? Because they can hold it, cut it, and chuck it, right? But that's not what this saw was designed for. It was really to place both hands over center mass. And it's a very good cutting saw, and I think you'll enjoy cutting with it. For a small saw, it's like a hot knife through butter. And really, by the time typically we'd be working in wood this size, we'd probably be stepping up to a larger saw. This is great saw for limbing and working. Though a lot of the guys love their top handle saw, they're gonna start with a 14-inch bar, but they might want a 16-inch bar. So that is an important saw, but it by no means is it everything, because here we've got the OCS 600, which would be equivalent to, in terms of displacement, around 60 cc's, in that range. Over here, we have the OCS 500, and that's gonna be in the 50 cc range. All right, so I'll just, since I'm standing here, I'll make a cut. Oftentimes when we leave the saws around, we leave the battery popped up, and we just pop it down. There's a lot of safety features built into the saw, none the least of which I know Yin mentioned, and we'll look at that actually in a moment, the inertia feature. It's a mechanically activated electronic inertia chain brake. When there's a false move or a slip or a trip or a sudden kickback or a reaction force, it shuts the saw off. It's a beautiful thing. It's the next level of safety, really. So,
sorry, can you simulate that to show us, or is it?
Yes.
What you want to do?
We've taken the bar and chain off the saw so that people could try it if they wanted to, and we wouldn't have a chain spinning, as you can imagine. So I'll release the brake.
My bad.
So it's running now. I'll do it again.
Any direction.
Yes. Or even a slip. My instructors have noticed it. They didn't know exactly what the technology was, but they've noticed the feature. You know, very interesting. I'll leave this over here in case you want to try that. So this is the OCS 500. So it's in the 50 cc range. It's been a long way to this saw. The cutting system is often underestimated on a chainsaw, the importance of the cutting system, especially with a true stroke. Just making so much noise, it's getting all the attention. But what's really doing the work is the chain, the bar, the sprocket, the cutting system of the saw, and the power. To have them, you got to feel the power, and combined with a cutting system that's top-notch, fully professional, it's optimized. hence Optimus. Over here we have the high output gasless chainsaw. And this log is kind of small for this saw. It's hard to stop this saw. So we can cut here. We can also go over, we've got some oak, some big oak, and that's where this saw really, really shines, in the big stuff, the hardwood.
Can we try that?
Shall we? So oftentimes people are cutting cookies off of a log that's fairly clean and so forth. That's an indicator perhaps of how a saw is cutting, but it's not the real world in terms of what we're actually cutting. This is hardwood, and you can see that the grain is coming in many different directions. This is where the challenge is for a saw. Little piece I must have not reached. It's like a hot knife through butter. So, who's next?